Shouldn't we be able to say, hey, we're going to rent out our property for the week of the Super Bowl?
As Nashville prepares to host the Super Bowl in 2030, some residents now say they'd love to be able to rent out their homes on short-term rental sites for the big game, but the city has strict regulations. Fox 17 News' Hope Salmon's live in Germantown with what it would take to be able to rent a home. Hope?
Scott, some property owners tell me they want a cut of some of that action when the Super Bowl comes in 2030, and they say that they want to make sure that the city is able to cut some of that red tape for that weekend.
The Super Bowl is going to make Nashville millions, hundreds of millions of dollars. Why is the city the only, I guess, section who is getting that, getting those funds?
Sherilyn Duckworth has lived in Nashville for 3 years. She says residents deserve an easier time when it comes to renting out their homes during Super Bowl weekend.
We're paying our taxes, which have gone up significantly here in Davidson County. Why can't we do what we want to with our property for one weekend?
Right now in Nashville, there are restrictions in place for short-term rentals, even if you live in your home. Some of those restrictions include applying for a permit through Metro Codes, which costs $313. Then hosts must meet zoning, safety, and size requirements before listing properties on websites like Airbnb or VRBO. Metro Council member Jacob Coupin says those rules are in place for a reason.
I've got lots of neighborhoods that have issues with people going for owner permits that actually don't live here, which does cause a big problem in neighborhoods.
I asked Council member Coupin if he would stand behind making exceptions during Super Bowl 64.
I'm happy to look into what else in the process, maybe if there's something that can be changed or a shorter duration permit or stuff like that.
And since the permit only lasts for a year, it doesn't really make sense to apply right now, but we will let you know if that process does change. I'm reporting live in Nashville. I'm Hope Salmon, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
Hope, thanks for the information. Well, we always want to know what our viewers think, and tonight our question of the day is, should Nashville relax restrictions on these short-term rentals for the Super Bowl? 27% of our respondents say yes, they ought to think about that, but 73% say no. You can turn these numbers around if you feel differently by scanning the QR code there on the right-hand side of the screen. It'll take you to Fox 17 where you can vote. And we will take another look at these numbers coming up tonight on Fox 17 News at 10. Now, when it comes to places to stay, the NFL requires a certain amount of hotel space for any city to be able to host the big game. By 2030, the Nashville area needs 80,000 rooms, which is roughly 658 hotels. Right now, the area has 61,000 hotel rooms and 531 hotels. The Convention and Visitors Corporation says that 127 other hotels are now in the works, and that should take care of that. Fox 17 News will continue to track the countdown to the Super Bowl and bring you updates both on air and online at fox17.com.